podcast. Today we have Drippy, Hated Andrew, and Zach left. That's
Hello.
always fun.
Yeah, we're here.
Give me 1 second. Um.
Feels like it's taken forever to finally get here.
Anyway, tonight's interview is with Drip Beast, Hated Andrew, former owner of Five Star Wrestling and everywhere else that he's had. Uh, anyway, so I got a
NWA
question.
Hall of Famer.
Yes, he's an NWA Hall of Famer, and yeah. Anyway,
Do we want to just dive right into the questions?
yes. So how does it feel? Okay, how does being owner of any league change your life?
Um, it feels like you have to. That's a good question. It feels like people are a lot more dependent on you as an owner
Yeah,
and
and
expected more of you.
yep, I would say so. And I've also been told that if you have issues, you can come to the owner. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's like there are just some that I just I don't know. It's pointless half of the time.
What, for somebody to come to the owner?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, there's always the admins.
yeah, but if an admin can't help nobody, when the owner
Well, then they would
asks
have to
people to
go
help,
to the owner.
well, the owner don't do. If the owner don't do nothing about any of the problems, then it's like, why is he an owner? You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How do you feel about Five Star Wrestling, and where do you think it's heading?
Um, I think I started it. We started off strong. My Xbox had gotten broken. I didn't think I was going to replace it, and I decided to give it to somebody else, and then it's kind of went downhill.
It really, I think it has. Um, you know.
I
Okay.
honestly couldn't tell you when the last show was.
I don't know. Okay. So will you be coming back in WWE 2K25?
Um,
Like wrestling in any league?
really don't know.
I
Really just
mean,
depends on where I'm at in my life at the time.
GC, not GCW, GWF is coming back. Are you gonna be in there or
Well, that'll still be 2K24, so yes.
well till they
But
switch?
when 25 comes out, I really don't know. It really just depends on where I'm at in life.
Speaking of, how is your life going besides wrestling?
It's going pretty good. Going pretty good. You know, always in the gym, every single day. Besides, the last week I've been suffering from pneumonia.
Hmm.
That's not been great.
That's
It sucks. Um, but other than that, always in the gym, always at school. Um, I've applied for a job, so
oh, cool. Um,
life is going.
sweet. Um, okay, I got a question for you. Who do you think's going to go to the Super Bowl this year?
The Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Look, I keep saying that the Chiefs are gonna go back every year.
I
But
think
ahead.
that it's going to end up being Chiefs Lions in the Super Bowl, and I think the Chiefs will three-peat, and Patrick Mahomes will be named the best quarterback of all time.
Okay, these last two questions. Well, the first one. how did it feel for you to be in NWA, then get fired because you ended up screwing up?
Um, are we talking about the CM Punk thing?
No, the first time you were in NWA. Well,
The
yeah.
first time I got fired was I started a riot, correct?
Zach, was that the first time?
Was that the first
Yeah, I
time or the
believe
third
so.
time?
Oh no no no! Was it the first time or was it when I fired him on Tuesday and uh,
Either
was it?
way, there's been a lot of controversy, and I regret getting fired all of those times, but I mean it. I believe it to be a toxic environment, so I don't want any part of it.
Well, right now NWA's
Well,
on a
some
break.
people said that you were the cause of it. Even a person called Vader.
Yeah.
Well, that might be the truth, but
Oh well, and last question I think, unless Zach has something before I read this one. Zach, you have anything before I read it or no?
No, I'm good.
Okay. How do you feel about the whole deal with the devil thing and how you got Zach in trouble, and then you still got kicked out of NWA anyway?
um, I think that I should not have been allowed back in the first place. I think that an owner of a league should not be so easy manipulated. I think that the whole deal with the devil thing was an easy way to get back in, but it was not a long-term situation because I know that eventually there was going to be a vote to kick me out. Whether it was that night or the next week, there would eventually be something that led to my firing, so I knew it wouldn't have lasted long. And the whole deal with the devil thing, that was mostly so I could be there for you announcing my Hall of Fame. So that's all I've got. Any other questions?
Also, um, uh, oh, and the whole, and I know I knew, but the whole thing with Lumbax and Jeff,
Hmm.
what really you would,
That
He
wasn't the
got
original
fired.
plan going into it, but
I know, but,
I think
um,
for the first time I got double crossed. So
well, you, and so you feel what it felt like to get double crossed, finally.
hmm
You
and I
didn't,
believe that
No,
is
no.
and Lumback I believe that Lumbax had done that because I had done it to Zach.
well, I mean, it's, you can
You know
say,
what I believe?
hmm,
That one bag's just stupid. He can't go with the plan anyway.
well, um, let's see, what was the other question? There was one more. Um, actually, if you could run five-star wrestling again, would you be able to bring it back to life?
um if I was to run it again, which I'm not going to because I don't want to do leagues. Um, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to run leagues. I don't want to be admins in leagues. I just want to compete. So, but I think if I had taken it back over again, I think I could bring it back to life, but I think it would be a challenge because of how far in the ground it is at the moment.
Very.
I mean, there's people leaving the group chat every day, leaving the club every day. Um,
I mean, it was literally dead when you left.
yeah. When my Xbox had broken and I went on my break, didn't know if I was coming back. I think it fizzed out for sure. Because the a couple weeks before that, we had almost 70 members, and
Yeah.
it's just went completely downhill since.
I think we still have 40, maybe
I think we were
45.
at 60, 63 is the highest number we hit.
Yeah. And now it's down to like 40 something.
I really
Uh,
don't know if it's at that. I'll be honest with
I haven't looked, nor did I care.
you. I will look.
Um,
It is at 51.
hey, look, we're doing better than I thought, but half of them don't show up anyway. So, you
Yeah,
know,
I don't think anybody would really show up.
I mean, it's a league that I actually was gonna do a long time ago before I made NWA 2. Um, it was gonna be called it was gonna be 5 Star Wrestling, but and then I thought, I only made National Wrestling Alliance 2 to piss the owner off of the original NWA, and it kind of worked. He said it wouldn't last a month. Guess what? We've been running ever since.
Yeah, you guys are on break, as you would call it right now. So.
Yeah, I mean, we won't talk about that.
No, I don't.
um,
I don't know why you're on break. I don't want
uh,
to know why you're on
well,
break.
that's good because we don't need to talk about that. Anyway, oh yeah. So I got another question. How do you feel Justin Ford and Julie Ford have been doing in MTW?
For what I've paid attention to, pretty good.
I mean, they're still the mixed tag team champions because
I believe
obviously,
we're I believe we're at almost a year for that.
I mean, because somebody don't know how to make titles for the men and the women.
But
But
um, Justin has also. I think I won the. I know I won the Intercontinental title.
no, yeah,
I won the X
no,
Division.
yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
won the X Division. I won the Intercontinental, and then I lost to you. But
yeah. And now
I
guess
had won
what?
the X Division, the Intercontinental, the mixed gender tag. I believe also the hardcore.
I
So
think so. Uh,
I think Justin has had a pretty good career in there, but I don't really pay attention to it much. I'll be honest with you. I don't watch every single week.
well, you know, if okay, that's fine. If you could restart your whole wrestling career thingy on Xbox, what would you do different?
Be less toxic.
Well, when you can do that, then you can do anything. All you gotta do is believe, ladies and gentlemen.
But I do believe I would I mean, it goes all the way back to LCW. Um, that was the very first league I was in. A lot of people would say it's one of the best. It is or is one of the best 2K leagues of all time. That's where really my toxicity came from. Is the closing moments of LCW is where I learned to be toxic and cheap. So I would say probably try to erase that and then keep going from there. I think I would be in a different position than I am right now in the community.
Well, that sounds great. Well, I don't know what you're gonna do from now on or do from here on out, but I mean, you've done great things. You've been world champion. You've been intercontinental champion. You've been the United States champion. You're a Hall of Famer in NWA. Look,
I'm a Hall of
I've
Famer in ICW,
I'm
two-time Hall of
officially
Famer.
look. Hardcore Havoc has been inducted into the Hall of Fame of MTW. I'm a Hall of Famer in NWA. Hardcore Havoc is retiring at the end of 2020 2K24, and but we are going to keep moving on. This podcast is going to keep going on because, ladies and gentlemen, after Christmas, I'm hoping to have a mic. I'm hoping to have a whole studio here with me, and we can do this live on YouTube. And it's going to be great. So,
That would be good. That would be good.
but I'd love to learn how to get people to be able to be on YouTube with me, but I don't know how certain people do it. So I'm gonna have to try to learn how to do it, and then we can go live on YouTube all together. So,
That would sound pretty good.
so anyway, I'd like to thank Drip for showing up today.
It only took 2 weeks.
It only took 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
He
Um,
finally showed up.
yeah. Um, anyway, I'd like to thank Drip. I'd like to thank everybody watching. Remember to hit that follow button, notification bell, and watch me on YouTube at hashtag HOH or look me up. Um, so I'd like to thank my my co-host Zach Attack.
Yep.
And say very much. Oh, well, do you have questions, Zach?
Go ahead. We'll wait. Oh,
No, I'm good. I have nothing else to say. I mean,
oh, okay.
if that's it, I'm good.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you have anything to ask, time's now.
I've
Um,
got some questions.
okay.
What do you see in the future of five-star wrestling?
Future of five-star wrestling. I see it like a lot of leagues are right now. I see it going into the toilet and me flushing it.
Okay. I think this isn't really a question; it's just a statement. I think right now in the 2K community, there's I think a slight downfall, maybe not slight, but massive, honestly, downfall in 2K leagues. I feel like there's just not as many people doing leagues as there used to be, like back in 19 and 20. Um, I think those were really the peak eras for 2K leagues.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, honestly, I think after GWF, um, I think GWF might be the last one that I do.
Mm. Well,
I mean, ICW is starting to close in. I'm doing my retirement tour there as Justin. So,
yeah. Um,
I mean, you did sign a petition, I guess. But they said that's not the reason why they're bringing G, whatever,
well,
what it
look.
is, GWF.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look. Walshy wants me to run one of the training facilities. I guess it is.
he
Um,
wanted me to run recruitment as well, but I'm not doing that.
but I don't know. Um, I mean, I can, depending on how many people show up. If people don't show up, then I'm not worried about it. But any more questions from anybody? Any viewers? No. Drip, you have
I
any
don't got
questions?
any. I don't.
Okay.
I don't got any.
Zach, you don't have any. Um. Anyway, like I said, from Zack Attack, 1992. He already said his thing. Um, I'm Stormblade. Remember, catch me on the podcast Stormblade 5057 on Twitch and HOH on YouTube. And remember to hit that follow and notification bell. And remember, if you're not, keep fighting, cause havoc. And if you're not hardcore enough, you know where the door is. And if league owners could just get their shit together, it would be perfectly fine. I'll see y'all next time
Good
for the
night.
Stillman Podcast.
Goodbye. Bang.
So, peace.